Suella Braverman has branded pro-Palestinian demonstrations where supporters use anti-Semitic chants as hate marches. The Home Secretary warned that chanting for the erasure of Israel from the map would not be tolerated in the UK. It comes after pro-Palestinian protesters called for an intifada from London to Gaza at a huge rally in London on Saturday. The new chant was heard repeatedly as at least 100,000 protesters made their way to Parliament Square calling for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. It has prompted warnings that permitting such inflammatory language posed a serious danger to Britain's Jewish community. Police remain under intense scrutiny after previous marches saw calls for JlHAD and from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Ms. Braverman hit out after attending an emergency Cobra meeting chaired by Rishi Sunak on the crisis in the Middle East. First of all, let me explain what we've seen over the last few weekends. We've seen now tens of thousands of people take to the streets following the massacre of Jewish people, the single largest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust, chanting for the erasure of Israel from the map. To my mind, there is only one way to describe those marches. They are hate marches. Earlier, Downing Street warned it is not acceptable for people to call for intifada or chant from the river to the sea. Asked about reports pro-Palestinian demonstrators had used the Arabic word meaning shaking off or struggle, the Prime Minister's official spokesman said, "Obviously that's not acceptable and people need to think extremely carefully about the impact of their actions following a traumatic terror event which saw more than 1,000 people killed." He said the chant, from the river to the sea, is deeply offensive to many. The Home Secretary also revealed that the UK's terror threat level remains unchanged at substantial. She said, "The Prime Minister chaired a Cobra meeting today, and I briefed him alongside operational leads from policing, counter-terrorism and security agencies on the domestic security picture because, of course, keeping the British people safe is my top priority." As Sir Mark Rowley himself said, "There is an accelerated terrorism threat because of what's happening and it's vital that we keep a close eye on the developing situation." Asked about the threat level, Ms. Braverman said, "JTAC, the Joint Threat Assessment Centre, has maintained its assessment to date. The Daily Express understands that Mr. Sunak asked police and security agencies at the Cobra meeting to wargame a response to potential counter-terror or public order scenarios. He has also asked all government departments, urgently review their engagement with external groups, to ensure no resources are going to any individuals or organisations that express sympathy with terrorist activity." Metropolitan Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley warned on Sunday that terrorism is being accelerated by events in the Middle East, as he raised concerns about state threats from Iran. Meanwhile, Foreign Secretary James Cleverly is in Abu Dhabi for talks on getting humanitarian aid into Gaza and allowing civilians, including British nationals, to leave. He said the United Arab Emirates has had a thoughtful and authoritative voice on aid, as he meets Emirati Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan.